What's up guys, it's Dom here from Rhythm HQ, and in this video I'm going to be producing a house track, a modern house track with indie and Afro house influences. So without further ado, I'll play the track and then I'll walk you through my decision process. So let's play the track and then we'll start to build it out.
Can't get over you, over you. Dreaming about someday, yeah, yeah. Can't get over you, over you. Dreaming about someday, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so as you can hear, it's a nice house groove there. So I'm just going to go and label the actual tracks that we have so far. So I'm just going to go through and listen. Sounds like a hat sound. Add it to the groove. As you can see, I've got a color system for all of my different elements. So I'm going to color all the top end in yellow. And then I'm going to put the kick in red. Anything that's percussion will go as orange. And then I'll move this to orange as well. Texture loop, I'll put in white, but it's part of the groove. So let's just hear the groove again now. So that sounds fine. Listen to this. Chord progression. So anything that's a synth or a harmony, like a riff or a lead sound, I put in blue. This is like a synth. I put this as FX. Gray. If you're interested how I made that, it's basically just, I think, the mod wheel. No, so basically it's the pitch and I'm automating the sync, which is doing that to the sound. And it's just playing one note. If I zoom in, it's literally just playing one note there. So if you want to create that effect, just automate the sync in Serum 2. I don't know what that is. That. I don't think we need these sounds. Because that's like percussion. One shots. Put it just below the groove. Then we have some build-up sounds here. djembe, put in orange because it's percussion, move it into the groove. And then let's start to actually deconstruct what I've done here. So usually I compose 8 to 16 bar core ideas, and the core idea will contain all of the elements that will make the track actually work and survive the arrangement. So I don't actually start arrangement until I'm confident that the groove is strong enough, that the hook is strong enough, that there's enough call and response, that there's enough meat on the bones to where actually everything can survive. And so if we just start with the groove here, let's listen to this on its own. And if you listen carefully, the most important aspect of the groove is that. So everything is built around that cowbell pattern. Everything in the entire track is actually following that same rhythm and that same groove. And so that's a trick. You can do a lot more with less elements. You can do a lot more layering and actually make your sound hit harder, make the groove hit harder when you build around a certain rhythm. It's not that hard to put together a drum loop, a fall to the floor drum loop, and add some top loops, and then not really think about the actual groove. But if you want to make a strong groove, build it around something like a percussion loop like this one. So it's layered with, for example, this djembe sound from the Fusion pack, from our Fusion pack on the site. Let's listen to this now with it layered. You can hear that the djembe is layered with that cowbell. And if I bring the bass in now as well, turn off the djembe. Sounds like it's got some reverb on that bass actually. Turn that off. The bass is following the exact rhythmic pattern of the cowbell, and that makes the groove really, really powerful. That's something that you should do when you're producing tracks. If you're interested in where this bass is from, it's from the Messiah pack. It's called Fat Bass. So I've just turned the cutoff down, and I can automate the length and the cutoff later on. That's another way to do more with less. You want to always think about how to do more stuff with less tracks. You want to have less tracks, but be doing more with them. And that's one of the ways to do that is by having the groove so that everything is layered and is reinforcing each other. If I bring in this sound here. You can hear that's kind of like a call and response in the gaps. You always want to have a synth sound or a percussion sound in the gaps to work as call and response. Bring the vocals in.
Can't get over you. Over you. Dreaming about someday. Someday. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the riff comes in here. I think when the riff is playing, there should be the vocal playing as well. I want to show you a quick diagram from my course, Full Stack Producer. So this, when you think about music in this way, it's really going to help you to actually build stronger ideas. There's only actually 5 lead roles in any track. You have the groove, the riffs, top line, harmony, solos, and they actually rotate in and out of the spotlight, like in this diagram here. So I've put together all of these diagrams, all of these concepts. If you want to learn more about how to actually structure ideas properly and build strong hooks, get inside Full Stack Producer. The link is in the description. It'll actually teach you how to structure ideas like this every single time and not overthink. So I've already identified at the beginning of this core idea here, we're focusing on the vocal, and then the riff comes in. That riff can then take over the center stage, like the spotlight in the theater. So whilst that's in the spotlight, we could have the vocal filtered out.
Dreaming about somebody.
I'm gonna take one of those sections of the vocal here, and maybe just repeat it. Let's reduce the amount of echo. I'm gonna add a auto filter. Let's slowly bring it up. I want this to be filtered out. I want the riff to take center stage, this section. That sounds good. Let's hear that. Try this. Still doesn't sound right to me. Let's. Better. So also the chords actually come in here as well. Let's just try it without the synth riff. So maybe let the chords take center stage instead.
Can't get over you.
Let's hear this with the other percussion elements.
Can't get over you. Over you. Dreaming about someday. Someday. Yeah.
I think this whole section sounds a bit empty without the riff. If your track doesn't sound really as full as it should, you can always add a riff. This is just a simple repeating melodic phrase that kind of just drives the whole track forward. So if I enable this riff now, maybe filter it out a little bit. I actually think the whole thing sounds better when this is playing. I just want to make sure it's not too harsh. Also, notice how the riff is reinforcing the bass and it's also reinforcing the cowbell. So, as I said before, the groove is really, really strong because I've built the instruments, the riffs, the bass line all out to follow the actual main element of the groove as well.
Can't get over you. Dreaming about someday, someday.
If you're interested about where the vocal is from, it's from the Messiah pack on our site. It's called Over You.
Can't get over you.
Actually, I think I may use that section. So I just want to show you another diagram here. But this diagram is actually really important when you're making electronic tracks. And all it's showing is that you're basically creating hooks that are riding over grooves. And so the groove is all of this stuff, the bass and the drums that we showed at the start of the lesson. And a lot of the time in electronic tracks, you're just bringing in hooks over the groove. And so after a breakdown, for example, the main hooks, which would be the combination of this riff, the bass line as well, to be fair, and the vocals, these are like the hooks riding over the groove. Actually, the bass line is more of the part of the groove. The vocal and the riffs, and also the triplets and this stuff that comes in, would be considered the hooks that are riding over the groove, stuff that people remember.
Can't get over you. Dreaming about someday.
So that's like the hook. That's what people will sing. That's what people will remember the track by. But if you don't have a strong groove underneath it, then it's going to fail in the club. It's not going to hit very hard. And basically the whole track will fail. So this is a really strong diagram as well. Hooks over grooves. And then also this one, the main idea diagram as well. And as I said before, I go into a lot more depth, a lot more detail with these concepts in the course Full Stack Producer. It's really going to help you to actually write stronger ideas and achieve good things with music. So let's listen to this core idea. So we've got a strong core idea. So you can hear after the drop, hooks riding over grooves. So Hook comes in, the groove comes back in, and that's what makes it hit hard. So also the filter actually being above 200 hertz and then dropping back down. So the bass comes in and hits you in the chest. You should always do that in your breakdowns as well.
Can't get over you. Oh,
In terms of actually writing the chord progression, all you really need to do for that is find a good MIDI pack. I'm just using one of my own MIDI packs here. And then you just layer pads, strings, piano sounds, and then make it sound epic by like stacking up all of those different layers. You just look through random MIDI packs like this. Or if I just play one of them. When it comes to pads, I like to detune them. I like to have movement in them because otherwise the breakdown can be quite boring. So you always want to have a bit of movement in your pads and stuff like that. Good way to do that in Serum is to just nudge up some of these. So I just added an LFO there to the cutoff as well to give it more movement. So you can do that in your pads. And then once you have a really solid chord progression for the break and your core idea is strong, so the groove and the hooks are strong, you can pretty much move on to sketching the arrangement. And most of the time, electronic tracks have a very predictable arrangement structure. So we'll do that now. So most of the time it's an intro where the groove comes in without the bass. Then there's a bass drop. Then there's a break. Then the hooks come in. Then there's a variation of the hook, like a B section. Then there's a breakdown. Be quite long. And then there's the hook main drop. Variation. Then an outro. So it's really good to memorize this structure. It'll come up again and again. It's a very powerful structure. So let's just turn this idea into a skeleton of an arrangement. So it should be quite easy because we have all the components. And this is why I teach in my course, in my program, that you should always build out a strong idea first. Make sure you have strong hooks, make sure you have strong grooves. And then the arrangement becomes easy. People try and solve arrangement. They try and make their track good in the arrangement stage, but you can just do that in the idea stage by ticking off all the check boxes. So let's do the intro and the first bass drop. Let's see how this sounds. We don't want all the different elements playing at the beginning. Okay, that comes in way too strongly. that. Can't have the bass actually playing here. Check the kick and bass relationship. Try that.
Can't get over you. Can't get over you. Over you. Dreaming about someday. Someday.
I don't know why it sounds weird when we bring it in here. Maybe sidechain it a bit. That sidechain. Sounds a bit better to me. So in the intro and the bass drop, you can start to tease the hook. So the hook should be really teased in the break, especially. So in the break, we're going to filter out the low end again. I'm going to bring in more stuff. Let's tease the chord progression. So the whole idea is that you have enough raw ingredients in the core idea. If I was going to add more stuff, I would add it here, or I'll duplicate this and then write another part. So I'll go back to my diagram and I'll look, do I add another riff? Do I add more vocals? Do I add harmonies? Do I add a solo? And these diagrams will really help you to problem solve when you're stuck in your arrangement. So in the break, in these sort of moments, you're going to want to use filters. You're going to want to automate different aspects of the sounds. Remember, you want to do more with less. Always do more with less. Think about how you can make those sounds interesting whilst you're retaining that really simple theme and then teasing it, keeping it interesting, and then waiting for that hook to come back in. That's the whole game when it comes to arrangement. Bass. Something's not right with the bass.
Can't get over you. Over you.
Then we bring the hook over the groove. Okay, that sounds good to me. Gonna need a variation here, keep the groove going. So if I duplicate that, the build up sounds a bit weird to me. We can just repeat this vocal, and then it goes into that repeating phrase like that. So when you're working on the hook variation, this bit, you want to look at where there's space to add more call and response. And the way I like to do that is with percussion one-shots. I'll add some of mine from the Tribe pack. So if I go one of these. I'll pick one of these and then that one. Put it into slice mode. Fade out at like 50. Then what you do is you put a bunch of hybrid reverb on it. This one. I like it when it sounds quite shimmering. High end is shimmering, so like that.
Can't get over you.
solo there. Let's do that. You just want to keep it interesting. Also add some echo. I don't know what happened to this synth. The automation is working. Yeah, the automation is not copying over, so. That work. These one shots kind of failed miserably. Let's just take those out. I love doing that to sounds like this, with the pitch bend and the sync. You can find other sound design tutorials on this channel. But you want to do more with less, as I keep saying. If I listen back to this and this part sounds too boring, then I'll go back in and add those one shots again. And I'll just add more background layers. So if I go to the diagrams again, fills, backing parts, FX, transitions, counter melodies, stuff like that, to basically make the hook part 2 more interesting. Okay, so there we have a rough arrangement. From here, if I was going to finish this track, which I will, you could do a radio edit, which would probably start from. You'd probably make a different introduction. You'd remove the outro. You'd make the break maybe a bit shorter as well. For a DJ edit, this structure is really good. The total length is from 2:30 to 7:30. That's like 5 minutes. It's probably way too long. To keep it interesting, you'd add transitions, bridges. You'd see if there's any elements that are missing. And I've got exercises in my course, in my training program, that you can run through to pinpoint exactly what is missing. It's not just listening to reference tracks. You want to look at the overall energy curve. You want to look at where things are jarring, where they don't fit, where the hooks come in. Are they coming in strongly enough? Is the groove coming in properly? Stuff like that. So let's just listen through from the break one more time.
Can't get over you, over you. Dreaming about someday, someday. Can't get over you, over you. Dreaming about someday, someday.
So I took the vocal hook out from the second main drop and just left the riff in. Obviously, you'd experiment with what works there. I'm going to take a break now. May come back to this in a future video to finish it. If you want me to, leave a comment. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know what you want to see more of. If you want coaching, the link is in the description. If you want to learn how to produce like this quickly, get the full stack producer system. It's out now. It's going to change the way you produce and hear music forever. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again very shortly for the next one.